Are you looking for the best salad spinners? In this video we will look at some of the 7 best salad spinners on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Best bang for the buck. Considering its small size, the Cuisinart CTG00SSAS salad spinner was impressive. It's one of the smallest units we tested, yet it still removed water and dirt quite well. We like the hole in the top of the lid that allows you to add more water during operation. Once the lid is secure, you don't need to take it off until the greens are fully cleaned. We also found the crank arm to be ergonomic. The colander securely fit within the bowl, and the non-slip pads on the bottom stabilized the bowl during high-speed spinning. The clip to secure the colander onto the bowl takes an extra second or two, but it fastens easily. All of these factors make fast spinning easier. The main limitation of this model is braking performance. At times, this model was harder to hold securely after high-speed spinning due to the smaller lid. It's best to avoid spinning the colander at the highest speed to prevent this issue. However, by no means is this a deal breaker. The Cuisinart CTG00SSAS won't disappoint, especially if you want a compact spinner that leaves room for other appliances in your kitchen. For those who value a design with better braking capabilities, a push-style spinner with a brake mechanism may be better suited. The Brieftons BRSS02 scored consistently well in this category, making it a great alternative for those who want to utilize a brake function. Spinning mechanism, crank arm brake mechanism, no. Reasons to buy: secure fit, fast spinning, easy to clean. Reasons to avoid: harder to stop spinning. Number 2. Best push button model. The OXO Good Grip Salad Spinner is one of the best push button style models in our fleet. The push button fits nicely into the palm of our hand, and the downward force made the spinning operation very simple. Cleaning is quite simple, simply requiring you to pull apart the lid, unlike other units that require you to remove a screw. The included brake button worked well and did not need excessive force to stop. In our water and dirt removal tests, this unit performed above average. The colander did not have sharp edges, making it easier to clean. We would love to see anti-slip pads added to the bottom of the unit. The colander failed to stay in place at higher speeds, creating a wobble in the unit, which can scuff salad bowls. Unfortunately, our lead reviewer's favorite salad bowl fell victim to this imperfection. We also believe this OXO spinner would benefit from a redesign of how the colander fits between the bowl and lid. Though these factors are worth being aware of, the benefits far outweigh the drawbacks of this model. If you find yourself making salads at a fast pace and need a spinner to be ultra stable, take a look at the OVOS 5-quart salad spinner. The OVOS did a fantastic job securing the unit in place while still keeping fragile foods intact during high speeds. Spinning mechanism, push-button brake mechanism, yes. Reasons to buy: durable colander, easy to clean. Reasons to avoid: clear bowl scuffs easily, colander slippage. Number 3. Excellent for one person. The OXO Good Grip's Little Salad and Herb Spinner brings the same high-quality design of the OXO Good Grip Salad Spinner but in a much smaller package. The larger model has a 4.95 quart capacity basket, while this version's basket only has a 2.44 quart capacity. Besides the obvious reduction in volume, what this really translates to is a much smaller storage footprint. In a world full of kitchen gadgets, we appreciate this. The size is ideal for folks who often cook for one and who don't need to wash large quantities of greens all at once. As with the other OXO Good Grip spinner, this device has a comfortable and easy to operate push button and a highly effective brake that takes minimal effort to engage. Spinning off both water and dirt with ease, this OXO model left us with few complaints. One of the few design flaws we found with this little spinner was a sticky storage latch. To make storage even easier, you can depress the push button and lock the button flush with the top. While this is a handy function, we found that the latch would occasionally get stuck and would need to be fiddled with to release. If you are looking for a high-quality option that won't take up large amounts of precious storage space, look no further. Spinning mechanism, push-button brake mechanism, yes. Reasons to buy. Compact size. Rubberized bottom. Reasons to avoid. Expensive. Push-button latch occasionally sticks. Number 4. Best classic, durable design. The OXO steel salad spinner did a few things quite well. The large, rubber bottom of the bowl, coupled with a securely fit lid and colander, meant spinning was extremely user-friendly. The most notable attribute of the product is its above-average performance in our water removal tests. One of the most positive notes is that the spinner could remove water and dirt at an above-average level. We had high hopes for the OXO steel salad spinner. The more expensive price tag and classic stainless steel construction would lead one to believe that this unit would perform at a higher level. Unfortunately, this was not the case. Like its sister spinner, the OXO Good Grip Salad Spinner, cleanup was easy for the most part. However, there is a glaring difference between the two. The OXO steel has a flimsy colander with sharper edges that can complicate the cleanup process. The brake button on this unit was the most difficult to operate due to the force required to use the button. All of these factors lead to a subpar showing for this product. It still does its job, just not as elegantly as some of the other models in this review. If you don't mind a plastic constructed spinner, take another look at the Mueller 5-liter vegetable washer. With impressive performance characteristics at half the price, we wouldn't hesitate to recommend this spinner to a friend. Spinning mechanism, push-button brake mechanism, yes. Reasons to buy. Durable stainless steel bowl. Easy to clean. Reasons to avoid. Expensive. Overly flexible colander. Number 5. Sacrificed function for unique portability. If you are looking for a spinner with a small footprint, then the PrepWorks collapsible 3-quart spinner is a good choice. Though it underperformed in many of our tests, it still functioned adequately in most situations. This spinner was very easy to clean. The silicone walls of the colander may have contributed to inferior scores in the water removal and dirt removal metrics, but they did prove easy to clean. Those same silicone walls are also what allow this product to collapse and nest very efficiently. In many of the other categories, the PrepWorks collapsible 3-quart spinner seemed to be plagued by issues related to the fragile and cheap-feeling crank arm mechanism. The inadequacies of the crank arm led to slower spinning and harder to break operation. This collapsible spinner might be your best bet to add to a camping or RV setup, but it fails to stack up well against the competition. Spinning mechanism, crank arm brake mechanism, no. Reasons to buy. Collapsible small footprint. Easy to clean. Reasons to avoid. Not great at water or dirt removal. Flimsy/cheap feeling crank arm. Number 6. Similar to OXO in design, but not in results. At 6.2 quarts, the Brief Tons BRSS02 had the most capacity for greens. This is extremely handy when entertaining for a larger dinner party. Our tester found you could fit 6 to 8 large servings of salad in this spinner. The braking button worked exceptionally well, despite having the largest capacity. This is where this model shined, but on other functions and features, it failed to impress our reviewer. The spinning mechanism's large button was easy enough to push and similar to the 2 OXO models tested in this review. However, the colander tended to slip often. We believe this is partly due to the questionably designed anti-slip ring on the bottom of the bowl. This anti-slip ring failed to stay on the bottom of the bowl after one spin. After cleaning the unit, our lead reviewer was unable to reattach the non-slip ring in a way that prevented it from falling off again in later tests. These factors contributed to a disappointing showing in its ability to remove dirt and water, because any time the unit slipped, it meant less water or dirt was being removed. We would imagine working out some of the design kinks would help the Brief Tons BRSS02 place much better in future reviews. Spinning mechanism, push button brake mechanism, yes. Reasons to buy. Extra large bowl. Brake button works well. Reasons to avoid. Colander slips at times. Struggled to remove water or dirt very well. Number 7. Large and inexpensive. The Farberware Pro Pump Spinner is a push-powered and brake-equipped option, with an internal basket with a 5.25 quart capacity. With more than adequate functionality, this spinner is a mid-level performer in removing both water and dirt. It isn't the absolute best performer in either metric but, for the most part, left our greens plenty dry and clean. The rubberized bottom keeps the device from wiggling across the counter while in use, and the brake, while not instantaneous, works well enough. While this spinner, without a doubt, can get the job done, the design isn't as polished as some of the more premium options. The top seriously rattles when in use, and the thin plastic bowl has a concerning amount of flex to it. Given the large capacity, average performance, and low price, this salad spinner is a good choice for someone looking to wash large amounts of greens without spending too much money in the process. If funds allow, the OXO Good Grip Salad Spinner is a great option for folks who value durability and simple operation. Spinning mechanism, push-button brake mechanism, yes. Reasons to buy. Inexpensive. Easy to clean. Reasons to avoid. Not dishwasher safe. Thin plastic construction.